we're looking at coordinate geometry in Pure 1 maths. So you'll be dealing with midpoint, distance between 2 points, the gradient, the equation of a straight line, equation of a circle, and some maybe other aspects to do with circle theorems and intersections and a perpendicular bisector in particular as well. So now we're going to look at a few aspects of that. So first of all, we have a circle equation, and we're now going to complete the square and basically find out the center points for x and y, for c as it says. And we have those points, so minus 2 and 1. Our radius is also, so root of 25 is 5. We don't need that yet. We just need the center, and we've got that now. It passes through points A and B, and it's given that the midpoint of D has those coordinates 1.5 and 1.5. So we're going to start with looking at our gradient, because we have two sets of points. So 1.5 minus 1 and 1.5 plus 2. So you should get 1 over 7 when you simplify that down. The perpendicular gradient that we need for this is, of course, the negative reciprocal of that, which is minus 7, or minus 7 over 1. To find the equation of AB, we now plug in one set of those values. So we use the 1.5 set for x and y. And when you simplify that again, you get y is equal to minus 7x, and you get 7 times 1.5, which is 10.5, plus 1.5 is 12. And that's our second part done. And the last part, we've defined two x coordinates for A and B. So we have a value for y, as you can see from the second part, to part B. So y in the y squared of the circle equation can be substituted with minus 7x plus 12. So just plugging all that in and replacing the y in both places in the circle equation. And from there, there's a little bit more now with the calculation. I think it might have been easier if you wrote 12 minus 7x squared, just to do that calculation out. Just make sure you put it all in quite clearly. And when I'm finished here, I'm just putting it together. So 2 times minus 7, yeah. So when I'm finished there, I'm going to just color code, and like you circle or color code the like terms, we say. Put them together properly. Just make sure. So we've got x squared minus 150x, and lastly by constants. And you can see that we can factor this out. So we factor out 50. In fact, so we have x squared minus 3x plus 2, and of course factorize that. You have 2 and 1. So x is equal to 1, and x is equal to 2. Lastly, just a little part regarding these two kinds of questions. Make sure you draw a sketch every time. I did not need my sketch. I didn't really need the sketch in this question, but you want to do it. You want to make sure. In some questions, it's absolutely necessary. So just get in the habit of that. So you're developing your independent skills and good habits. And this is a good habit. So always draw that sketch just in case.